So there was this property that during the buyer game plan meeting that we were looking at that Adrian and Nacole were like super stoked by, right? There was a couple of them. And this one in specific actually went under contract before we had a chance to sneak a peek at it. So now our eyes did spy the same property. And here's the thing. I think Adrian and I both must have got the notification that it came back on the market at the exact same time. Adrian was calling me and I was already on the phone with the listing agent to check out what happened. Come to find out, it dropped out of contract because the buyer couldn't financially qualify at the end of the day. It goes back to the importance of what we were doing with Bill Marin the other day to make sure that we dot those I's and cross those T's so that when your ducks are in a row and ready to go, that doesn't happen to you. So now we're gonna go sneak a peek. I'm hustling over there because he's gotta get to work at noon, and we're gonna see if it's the right place for the Hernandez family to call home. Depending on when you're buying a house, whether it's a buyer's market or a seller's market or even just a stabilized market, a turnkey move-in ready home will always sell quick. So you gotta be ready to pivot and make a showing happen as quickly as possible when that right home pops up. This is such a gorgeous area, and I know that Adrian and Nacole are super excited about it. Their condo that they're renting right now is like literally within 2 minutes of this area. So they already have the kids in school over here. They already know the shopping areas. So I'm super pumped to see if this is gonna be the right one for them. So I'm super pumped up to see what they think. Well, it definitely already has some good presentation, so that's a little wow factor right there for driving into this community. Yeah, I definitely think that Adrian and Nacole are gonna really love this area. Let's go ahead and make this happen. Let's keep our fingers crossed and let's see what they think and see if this house meets their expectations. Buying your first home is a momentous occasion many of us have dreamed about for as long as we can remember. Meet first-time homebuyers Adrian, Nacole, and their family of 4 as they move forward buying their first family home.
We want to have space where we can run and stretch our feet and spread our wings and fly.
You'll be with them every step of the way from their home buying game plan meeting. What makes you happy and excited when you visualize your home all the way to their closing day?
He's somewhere up there, proud of me, proud of him.
Watch their story unfold on Real Estate, the Untold Stories. All right, so Adrian called me just about an hour or so ago. He told me he has to see this home before he goes into work. So we quickly set a showing appointment. Fortunately, the seller gave us consent to go ahead and film the first walkthrough here. So we're gonna be able to join Adrian and Nacole and see what they think. Matter of fact, they're getting ready to drive up. I see them getting ready to make that turn. So I'm gonna go ahead and be ready to greet them. Adrian, Nacole, thank you so much for joining me today. I just got off the phone with the listing agent. This property literally fell out of escrow. We were talking about it. I know you're on your way to work, so we got to kind of make it a quick tour, but please take your time, investigate, make sure it's right for you. I did get here a few minutes ago, so I turned on all the lights so you can see it. There's nothing worse than walking into a house and you're like, where's the lights? So let's go check it out and see what you guys think.
Very nice.
Oh, I want to see it.
Wait for us. Okay.
I already opened up the door. Everything
Okay.
is good for you.
I don't know.
Please walk in.
All right.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
This is the house that we were talking about earlier today, as you were getting ready for work, of course, right?
Yeah.
And this home has 4 bedrooms.
Okay.
It has 2 3/4 bathrooms, and it's 2,533 square feet. So it is a 2-story, as we noticed. Very large driveway, and you do have the pool in the backyard. So why don't you take a look at it? If you have any questions, let me know. And we know at the end, I'm going to ask you about your 1 to 5. So let's see how it measures up.
Sure.
Everything looks updated, and I like the floors. I really like really good flooring already done. That's a major thing. The flooring's already done.
Do you like the color of it?
Of the floor, yes. This red wall, not so much. But I feel like this gray is good for like a good family room feel. A major part of this house was that front, like I really like that wide space of the driveway. And another part of it was the backyard that we were very, very interested in taking a look at.
So that's always interesting. Watch this. Adrian's like, I want to go see the backyard. And you're like, well, let me check out the rooms and make sure it's okay for the family. I have the girls, right? So what do you want to do? The husband and wife got to lead the show. Do you want to go outside?
I say back. I say outside. I say outside. Ooh, this is. I can see it from the window.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I'm jumping in.
Oh yeah.
Pool's a little
Built-in barbecue.
A barbecue?
Can't even see.
Oh my gosh,
Oh yeah.
Look at all this grass. We get a finally play tag. How you didn't even touch me?
Oh yeah. I love this backyard. A lot of grass.
And you did notice that it had a puppy door, right? So is there a puppy in the future?
I'm in the very, very distant future, yes.
Well, you have the grass, right? And you even have a bird feeder over there too.
In the future.
Do you see those little black globes on the landscaping? Those are actually lights for your plants. You have low voltage lighting out there, so at night, if you wanted to, you can make sure that all the bulbs work. I can get with them. Of course, the home inspector is going to help us out with that. But we could test it out, and that's what that's meant for, is it illuminates your yard. So you're going to have, during daytime, a beautiful oasis, and during nighttime, it's going to be stunning.
In other
How long
properties
has it
I've seen,
been since you've done yard work, Adrian?
it's been a while, but I got to get back into it. I feel like in other properties that we've looked at, this has been the entire backyard.
It's a good point, and this home is listed at $425,000. So relative to the home price point that you're shopping for, so many of them are like, you go out and you touch the wall.
Seriously.
You would think that you get a little bit more for that kind of money. It's a lot of money.
That's one thing. One of the biggest things that we want. We want to have space. We want to have space where we can run and stretch our feet and spread our wings and fly.
Spread your wings and fly? Well, it's not even the full yard. You have all this space over here. I know that you guys grew up in California from when we discussed this before. Have you ever owned a pool before?
Never owned a pool.
You haven't. Okay. So your pool equipment's over here. I was looking at
Is it
it.
a big hassle?
Is it a big house? Well, it's actually.
I want one.
You want one? Well, you have one. If you buy this house, you have one. So it's pretty easy. So what would happen is you actually have a couple of different things going on back here. You want me to show it to you?
Yes.
Okay, so I just want to jump in here real quick about pool ownership, whether you've already owned a pool before or if this is your first pool. There's a few things that we want to gain some insight and clarity on when we're viewing a home with a pool. The first thing that we want to take a close look at is identifying what type of pool pump and pool filtration system we have. With the pool pump in specific, is it a single speed or is it a variable speed pump? It looks like this is going to be a variable speed pump, which is pretty cool. Yep, it is. So that's what all these different speed settings are. A variable speed pump is going to be much more energy efficient than, let's say, a single speed pump. You also need to identify the filtration system and that you have. Is it going to have 4 filters inside of the container itself, or is it a single one? In the case of Adrian Nacole's place, we know that that one's going to have 4 by the size of the actual filtration housing unit itself. Knowing this up front will help us know, hey, how old are these filters? Should they be replaced? And what type of pool filters to get moving forward. The second thing that we want to know is this a self-cleaning pool, or is this a pool that needs to be manually vacuumed and cleaned every single week? Look at the bottom of the pool liner itself. If you notice little bitty circles that look like a disc at the bottom around the pool, they're supposed to be there. That's a self-cleaner pool. It'll have jets that pop up at a specific time interval, and it actually just rotates around and brushes all the sediment at the bottom of the pool towards the main drain itself. The third thing that you want to take a look at is the liner itself. Most pool liners can get cracks over time. Now, if you notice a crack that is thicker than the diameter of a quarter, then that indicates that there's a problem there and that needs to be fixed. Make sure that you get out with the homeowner to see if that's something that can get replaced or repaired by the time that you get ready to close on the house, or potentially get a credit if at all possible for those cracks. The fourth thing that we want to gain some perspective on is what kind of pool system do you have? What kind of software is operating it? Is it a situation that you walk out and you flip the switch every time you want to turn the pool on? Is it a system that has a timer on it? Or is it more fancy and it has like an iAqualink or a Jandy system on it that you can do everything from a version of a tablet? It's tied into your Wi-Fi, you have an app on your phone, and that's how you control your pool. Get to know what type of pool software equipment that you have. It will be massively beneficial to you moving forward. The sixth thing to consider is this a heated pool? And if so, is it a gas heated pool, an electric heated pool, or is it a solar heated pool? Ask these questions up front and write them down so that you know what to expect in your pool ownership years. And the last one is simply, what are you looking forward to most with your new pool? Tell us in the comments below. Now let's get back to it.
This is like a whole nother.
It's like a jungle back here.
It's a whole nother jungle. This is like,
I feel like we're back in the Marine Corps, you know, jungle warfare training right here.
We're
Right?
looking at combat boots.
Combat boots.
There's even more. There's even more space.
Wow.
I like it. Our first pet might just be a turtle.
Oh man, you had me for a moment. I thought you were talking about a real turtle. This is a big yard.
Over 9,000 square feet, I think, for the lot.
Over 9,000 square feet for the lot, just under a quarter of an acre. Yep.
We could play hopscotch.
Oh, and it's already built in. Built-in hopscotch. If Ari takes up softball, this will be the backstop. Throw it.
Good job.
Hit it, and then break the window of the neighbor.
Are we satisfied outside, Adrian?
Oh, most definitely.
Built-in barbecue.
100. This building.
I'm trying to help you, Nicole, so you can
I
actually
might
check
just-
out the living
Yeah, I
area.
just have a nervous feeling from.
Other from looking at other houses.
Yeah, we saw a few other homes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ma'am, ladies.
Picture ourselves like we're living
This is the downstairs room.
Downstairs room. Downstairs. This is where you have the 3/4 bathroom that Nicole's in right now.
It's big enough. This is big enough. This is big enough for our guests.
Just turn it on and it'll warm it up like that, and it goes all the way on. She already got the hang of it.
Wait, what's this?
Oh, this is a guest room. Me and Alana already saw it.
Yeah. It's big enough for a guest.
It's definitely. And they have their
I
own,
guess not to live.
They have their own closet, and yeah, this was a requirement. Also, we felt like on the home was a downstairs bedroom with a bathroom with at least a full bath. It's a shower in there. It was just a shower.
Correct. It's a 3/4. It has the
3/4.
toilet, it has a sink, and it has the shower, but not the bathtub. That's what makes it a 3/4. One thing I wanted to point out, you notice this one has no overhead light.
Right.
You have a switch there though. So one would wonder, where does the switch go?
Right.
Well, best way to tell
Interesting.
that is, let me see if I have my go-go gadget in here, right? Hang on, keep it going. Now hit the switch. Oh!
What happened?
It's not that one. Let me try the next one. You gotta slide it. It's a protective cover. Now turn it. Yep, it's the bottom one. The bottom one is the one that you connect a floor lamp into.
I mean, does this room have the ability to eventually have a ceiling?
Of course.
Oh, okay.
Every room, look, you buy the house, the sky's the limit. You can put
Literally.
You could put diamond floors in here if you wanted, because you would own the house.
Gold toilets.
Ooh, well, that's a little bit gaudy in my opinion, but if it's your thing,
I'm just saying that you could.
well, technically you could.
That's right.
And then hey, where you going?
Ari.
You gotta check this out. Mama wants to see that you
Well,
have.
none of them are interested in it because they don't do it.
But it's a nice space,
Well, they
right?
will be.
Yeah.
You have a mud sink.
Alana, you're gonna
You have
be
a
the
spot
washing
to
lady.
fold.
If I were to wash it, I like how I have like a.
You are gonna.
Good space.
Here, you get in there and start washing. I'm gonna get out of there so you can start practicing.
There you go.
But there's no clothes. So.
And built-in cabinets here.
It's nice.
Good storage.
Good storage.
So the first outside, inside so far, it's a little bit promising.
Very promising.
It's kind
I like it a lot.
of starting to check a few boxes.
I like it a lot.
For sure.
But you're not gonna live downstairs.
No.
You're gonna live upstairs.
Right.
Let's go check it out. So this brings up the question of the day. If you could live anywhere in the world that you want, where would that be and what type of house would you buy? All right, now let's go check out the upstairs. It's pretty cool. You know you can actually open that, right? You're being one of those neighbors like,
That's how nosy neighbors do it, Andrew.
right? Are you gonna be a nosy neighbor? Or
Is
are
the
you
notorious? Oh, they're arguing. Wow, I like this area though, very much so.
what would you do with it?
No, it's mine.
I feel like again, this was one of the other things I was looking for, which was like other than the bedrooms, we wanted 3 bedrooms was a mandatory thing.
And this one has 4.
This one's 4.
Correct.
So, but one of the things was either to have the 4th bedroom or to have a loft, kind of what I thought of as a creative space, not necessarily extra room, extra living room, but something that can be for multi-purpose.
Okay.
Like I love how it's upstairs, and lofts are usually upstairs, right?
Yes, the loft.
It's a loft. To me, it's like downstairs. We love the downstairs. You like that? I love all that room when we walk in.
for sure.
All that room when we walk in, and then let's say, okay, that's where we're entertaining, and this is more of like a VIP area, and this is more of like a where we'll have books and we're kind of like a library with a
It
computer.
still kind of feels like open when you walk in.
I love
like
it.
When you come up, it's
Even
not like
it's open.
room,
Exactly.
room.
Like you're not just into a hallway. You don't walk into a hallway and you're just like, okay, room. Exactly like you're saying.
I have another go-go gadget toy. if you need to measure the space to make sure it's the right size for you too. Okay. So if you feel the need to play with what I call the zapper.
The zapper.
It's just country boy, I guess. So like from here to that pony wall is 11 feet.
Oh, why is it a pony wall?
Huh?
Why is it a pony wall?
Because it's not a full wall and it's shorter, kind of like a horse, but we don't call them horse walls. We make them sound cute and call it a pony. It's just the right height for a pony. Just a little pony.
So
you could ride the
11
shelf
feet?
if you wanted, right? Pony, now that she talked about it.
There you go.
It's the pony wall. Right? You're going to come join me? We ought to ride the pony. Right? The pony.
I'm
the
a pony.
I'm a pony.
I'm a pony.
You said creative space, right?
This is where I go off on my own.
Oh wait, we haven't seen the master bedroom.
Hold on, let me get what you wanted. We got too excited with our pony show for a moment.
What would you put like right there that?
Well, if he wanted it it's a good question. So if he wants it like a creative space, this is the perfect space because this is 5 feet 1 inch. So if he wanted to put like a workstation here, right, a computer or something like that, because I know that he wants to do the YouTube channel,
right,
and you guys are kind of talking about that. This would be the perfect spot to have your setup with your camera gear, and right here like a computer to do your editing, and also just to keep the cameras in a safe place and keep everything charged up.
It looks like she already picked her room.
It's my room.
Are you sure about that?
Not Ari's.
Uh-oh. Not, oh, it sounds like she might have found hers, and it sounds like that might be the master bedroom.
This is a nice size room.
Yes, yeah. No, this is like, I feel like perfect for a kid like you.
This is a good
A
size.
perfect kid like your kid like you.
If we were to get this house, I'd grow in this room.
You would grow.
Of course, I would hope so.
You're not going to stay the same height forever?
Yeah, it's like perfect for me.
And it even has that little pinnacle ceiling too. It's
Yeah.
not a cathedral, but it does give it a different depth and texture to the height.
What am I looking?
Yeah, this would be Ari's room. It's a
I
little
think you're in the wrong room for Ari though.
It's a little smaller, but it's perfect for her.
What?
Ari's client put dibs on the master, Adrian, I'm just saying.
Oh,
You're in here talking about how you're going to do it for her, and she's in there calling dibs.
You here.
Me here.
Nice, very nice.
I do like the closets, how they already have the shelving and everything.
It's very helpful, but this carpet is like ocean blue.
It is. I mean, yeah, it's.
You like it?
I don't know yet.
You don't know yet? It might grow on you, okay.
Double sink.
This is a full bathroom, and straight to the back would be your water closet with your tub shower combo.
I like how there's 2 doors, so I don't know if anyone just wants to take a shower over here, and they're not completely hoarding the restroom.
It's a good point. It's an excellent point.
I do like this. I do like this separate.
What about the orange? And then that black and white tile.
The red?
Red, orange.
The red, I think, is gonna go.
It's a bringe. We'll
I don't
go
think-
bringe.
I don't think we're gonna go with the red.
A orange.
We're not really red in the inside type people.
Okay. Now let's go check out Ari's room, also known as the master. Oh, did you see this?
What's in there? Another room? Oh.
Lots of storage. So if that was going to be your creative room, you have more space in here. Afghans, blankets. You can keep extra towels.
So what's
Are you busting out some Zen in there?
So is there
You
anything
zenning?
that, anything that we're missing as we look?
Now, of course, we'll have a home inspector come in and put their inspector lens on. I was pointing out to you some of the just easy cosmetic stuff to point out. Generally, when we get that home inspection report back, we're going to look for anything big to try to negotiate on and try to stay away from the more minor cosmetic stuff. Cosmetic is always the cheapest to fix.
Okay.
But if like there was something wrong with the HVAC system or something, absolutely needs to be fixed.
Oh, yeah.
A leak in the roof or something, absolutely need to get fixed.
That's the entrance to the attic.
That's why we have all the paw prints up there. Somebody's been in the attic, perhaps servicing the furnace. Wow, it has been a long time since I've seen ocean blue carpet inside of a home. When's the last time you saw that one, right? Well, I hope you're enjoying the Hernandez family home tour. And if you are, could you do us a really big favor, please? Would you go ahead and smash like right now and tap that subscribe button? Now let's go take a look at the rest of the house.
I'm really liking these floors a lot. I really like
The wood?
these floors. Yeah.
Nicole, when you ask about different things, your window blinds, obviously these are wood, but the paint is coming off of them. So you could
Paint them up.
you could paint them up or just change them out completely.
Oh yeah. Again with the green walls, but I mean I like it. I like it a lot.
Whoa, you guys got a big closet.
Oh nice.
A big closet. So I'm gonna hide in here. I'm gonna live here.
Well, that was sweet. The seller even left you a towel.
Nice.
See? I wonder if they left you anything like the dishwasher maybe.
We left the towel.
Does the modem come with the house? It's the make or break is the towel and the modem, right? But this is a beautiful shower. They did a great job.
Yeah.
So when you ask about things again, just from a homeowner's point of view, keeping in mind I'm not a home inspector or any of that
Right.
fun stuff. What you see down here, this is just a caulk, right? A
Okay.
waterproof caulk. And they sell kits at the home store like a Lowe's or a Home Depot that you can rip up the old and then you just get like a caulk gun and you stick it in there.
Oh, you gotta take out the old?
Take out the old first
Okay.
and then put down a fresh bead. And they even have little refinement kits so you can make it nice and pretty.
Okay.
And you can do it just like this.
I like how like there's separate rooms for like each restroom.
The water closet, yes.
Yeah, water closet.
The water closet.
Wow, I really like it. I like upstairs, I like downstairs. I honestly came up here with this house needing to wow me. And this house has officially wowed me.
You're the one family in America that doesn't care about a kitchen.
No, we do. We definitely
No,
do.
I liked the,
And this is-
the oven, the whole oven.
This is triple. This is like triple the space of the last kitchen that we
Yeah,
had.
for sure. So much
This is
space.
triple the space of the, or at least double the space of the island. Right, exactly. And we're not all like bumping elbows, like.
And then it has the window, which is pretty cool. I mean, this is like, I'm super nerdy, obviously, with real estate
Yeah,
and
no,
stuff.
I love it. I could see that, like, I could see them play out there.
No, while you're washing.
See how the window can
love
slide
that.
open? So this is called a server's window. Because you have that built-in barbecue right there.
Right.
So if one of you were doing like meal prep in here, like with steaks, corn, you know, whatever you're getting ready, the barbecue or whatever you want to do, hamburgers, hot dogs, you can actually take the screen off on the outside window, open the window up. You could have a table out there, whatever you want to do, or just
just press
essentially
it.
leave it right here. Hey, the steaks are marinated, they're ready to go. Hey, the hamburgers are ready to go. And you, instead of going in and out, because maybe you're jumping in and out of the pool during the summer because it's hot and you're barbecuing, you're going to need to chill out a little bit because it gets hot. All right, maybe not you, but I'm speaking from experience. I'll jump in the pool in the summer when I'm barbecuing. Just me.
For sure. And then I can even bake a pie, make a nice apple pie, and just put it right here to, and then just have it to just, you know, so the kids could just smell it from the outside and then just run in.
Yeah, they could do that, but they don't have to run in because feet are gonna be wet. You have these nice floors that are gonna be very slippery for wet feet.
This one just, I feel, because this was I saw it as one of the alerts that came up that I usually ignore, like I was saying. That one I overlooked because, again, I just hadn't experienced the area. So I automatically just shut it out. But then it came on and I was like, I normally overlook it, but let me pay attention to it just because I wanted to. And there we go. So I know it just came back up. And I did see you saying it fell out, it was in and out. So, I mean, it's just like, I think it was like yesterday that it just kind of came up again.
It did.
So let's see what's going on. Like we had like a little bad taste in my mouth of like the past kind of couple weeks with some things, but I wanted to come with a clear mind. I feel like I kind of overlooked this neighborhood because I never been in this neighborhood.
Right.
And
Yeah, we actually wanted to stay left of Fort Apache.
Right.
And we just never seen this neighborhood. And it came up and I showed her just the other day and I was like, you know what, let me just drive by and see if the neighborhood's something you might like, you know, and I drove by, I parked in there, I was like, I love it. I love this neighborhood, I love what I'm looking at, I want to see inside. Let's get Andrew on the horn.
And I appreciate that, and that's why we're here now, because we just had that conversation earlier today. But did you actually drive by at night too, or just during the day?
Just during the day.
So you hit this earlier today before you called me then?
Right, oh for sure. Like, so it was just, and it was even because like, again, I wasn't 100% sure that we would even like the area, but this is blindly not even knowing the area at all.
So I have a real important question. Like I shared with you before, every home that we've been to, you know, I'm going to ask you the same question, right?
Right.
So right now you're like, yes, Andrew, on a 1 to 5 star scale, what does this come in?
My first home we saw, I gave it
You gave me some dagger eyes, and the eyes told me enough.
my serious feedback on that first one.
She's like, nah.
Yeah. I didn't even want to look outside. I mean, we love Summerlin,
Uh-huh.
and we were kind of like, oh well, maybe Summerlin's the community for us, and we had to really get the feel and like be there to just
Right.
kind of see like, okay, I mean, it's beautiful. It just didn't have our style. that
Right.
we
It's not
been-
the style
we were looking
that we
for.
were looking for sure.
Well, once you go into like proper Summerlin master plan, the prices, as you've noticed,
Oh,
Yeah.
they
they start going
skyrocket.
up a lot. And even this one's listed at 425,000. So obviously, you
Right.
know, I'm going to do a comparative market analysis, check it out. That was one of the things that you'd asked me to do. And given how fast we came out, it's something that when we adjourn from our meeting, if it's something that you feel good about here, and it kind of sounds like you do, then I'll double check it. I'll call you back and let you know what I think, and also talk with the listing agent. As a best practice here, one of the best things that you could do is get in the habit of grading homes that you see online between a 1-star and a 5-star scale. Doing so will provide you with context. So a 1 is like such an awful house, you never want to see it again. So bad, in fact, that you're thinking about jumping through this video right now, grabbing my glasses and stabbing me with them. By the way, please don't do that. I need my eyes. There's a reason why I wear glasses, right? 5-star is so incredibly amazing that you're thinking about popping up a tent at that property's front yard right now, just to make sure nobody else checks it out. Now, it's really important to take stock of the overall situation here. With any home that you would truly rate as a 4-star or above in your mind's eye, in your heart of hearts, is a house that you should consider making an offer. After all, most homes are never a 5 until you make them your own. So 1 to 5, Miss Nicole.
A 5.
Mr. Adrian.
This is it's a 4.7 only because I haven't put my personal touch in it.
It's a 4.72. Alana, let's go with yours.
100.
100?
100.
That's 20. Oh, she blows your 4.7
She blows it out of the way. There it is. That's what I'm
Ari,
saying.
what are you thinking?
55.
55.
Man.
See?
See,
We
and
got a
that's-
5, a 55, a 100, a 4.72 pie.
Pie. No, this is the highest that I mean, I'm a harsh rater. I'm not but I'm just saying that but any other houses, I haven't given past a 4 at all. And so, I mean, other ones, this is the house I could definitely see us raising our family. And like I said, it's a 5 because I feel like it's going to be a 5.
You're gonna fight me on this.
I
one.
know, I'm
think-
surprised.
I think
I don't know.
like-
It had a wow. me.
I was kind of thinking we might have had some of that based upon the conversation. Like, you know, Andrew,
I'm excited. You know that.
I mean, I want to put an
I'm excited
offer.
I didn't get a no. I'm not a fan of no
See-
for sure.
get one of those pounded.
I say no. Let's see. We'll see what's going on with it. Like I want to really pursue this one. I could see us spending our lives here. I could see us having conversations years from now around this island right here.
And it flows right into the family room.
Drive to the family room. We can
Easy
we can
access.
have the TV on. We can have things on it. People can be having watching a game in this room right here, while other people are where the tias and tios are
Yeah.
right
I
here
want an
in the
open space
kitchen,
for sure.
and then other people are conversing right here and just hanging out in the living room.
Well, compared to what you're living in now, the condo, right? It's like 972 square feet. I think you told me?
972 square for that.
And this is 2,533 square feet. So this is literally like 2.5 times as big.
Wow.
It's just a hair over 2.5 times bigger than what you've been living in
Wow.
for a family of 4. Now everybody has their own room, plus the bonus room downstairs for your guest, plus the creative room upstairs, also known as a loft.
For sure.
Okay? So it sounds like you guys want to make a step forward on making the offer, right?
Definitely.
Yes.
As I mean, 100. I mean, given that it's not like crazily overly priced, or anything. I mean,
That's the purpose of the comparative market
Right,
analysis
right.
that I'll do, and I'll double check that. Being that this has been escrowed twice before and it dropped, I'm waiting for the agent to tell me what happened there. So hopefully by the time that you get home from work tonight and we can set up a time to review the offer strategy at my office, I'll have that information in addition to the comparative market analysis, so we know the numbers, we know the situation, whether it was an inspection, was it an appraisal issue, was it, a situation that the buyer just got cold feet,
Right.
and we can make a well-informed decision that's right for you. So right now it's great that you love it, but now let's go ahead and put our logic back into play and make sure that we can button this up the way that you'd want it in a way that makes sense. Is that fair?
Yes.
Got it.
Questions?
Man, I feel so like starstruck. I'm like drawing a blank.
I'm gonna run the numbers.
Okay.
Give me a call when you guys get off work, and then we'll take the next step. And if you guys want to move forward, either we can meet up later tonight, or we can meet up tomorrow if it's easier for you at the office to make the offer. Gives me some time to get the feedback from the agent,
For sure.
find the lay of the land, and we'll take the next step forward then. I'm excited for you.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
All right.
Make this happen.
We will.
What do you mean, what house? This house?
We'll talk to you soon. Have a beautiful day.
All right, Andy, thank you.
Okay, so you can see that whenever you're doing a home tour, there's super exciting times. We have viewed 6 homes. This is the 6th one just now. This one was super, super quick. He literally called me about 9 a.m. this morning, said, Andrew, I got to see this before we get to work, and I got to get to work by 12. So I had to quickly go into motion, call the listing agent, and make this happen. I'm so glad that we did. They're extremely happy, and we're going to go on to the next step, which is verifying the numbers look good on this house and putting together their offer. Let me get to work.
Coming up next time, after a great viewing, Adrian and Nacole are ready to make an offer on their dream home.
I knew I loved that house. It had that feeling of home. I know what I like.
There's a lot of paperwork to look through.
I mean, the offer itself is 10 pages. Disclosures, disclosures, disclosures.
Thankfully, Andrew's here to make it easy for them.
Please guide us through it.
Oh, yeah, thank you so much for giving me a jingle back.
But will the sellers be happy with their offer?